Hi everyone, I'm Jack from Jack's English.
And I'm Luke from Learn English Like a Pro, and this is the second episode of our podcast, which is designed to help you improve your listening skills through our natural discussions.
Yes, and today we're going to get to know each other. So we're going to find out about our hometowns and life in the countries we came from and life now in South Korea. So hopefully you can get to know us as well.
Right.
So we're going to start off with where we grew up.
Yes.
So how about you? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a very small town in Wales, which is a country on the west of the UK. My town was tiny. It's called Porthcawl. It has about 20,000 people. We have a small shopping centre in the middle, which is made up of cafes and little local stores. It's a coastal town.
Right.
Some beautiful beaches, and it's kind of close to Cardiff, which is the capital of Wales. It's about half an hour drive from Cardiff.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, I think I'm from a similar kind of place to you, but on the other side of Britain.
Yeah.
So I'm from England, and I come from the southeast of England. And have you ever heard of Broadstairs?
I haven't, no.
So, well, I'll tell you so you can Google it. Broadstairs. It's on the southeast coast.
Yes.
So if you look at England, there's a dog's nose. So if you look at the map of England, you can see a dog's nose on the southeast, and I'm on the actual nose of the dog. So I'm right on the tip. So from my house, you can see France.
Oh, wow.
So same as you, it's a coastal town, and I think it's pretty small.
Yeah.
It's famous for summer events, and we have a festival called Folk Week. We have Folk Week. I don't suppose you've heard of that?
No.
No, I think we're too far away, aren't we?
Actually, surprisingly, probably the opposite ends of the UK.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in terms of the horizontal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it would take us 5 hours or so
easily
driving.
Yeah.
So we don't know much about each other's towns. So yes, we've got a Folk Week. It's a lot of Londoners come down. So our population is small, but the summer population is very big due to travellers.
Yeah, actually, my town is really similar. So again, a coastal town, definitely a tourist spot for people who live in Bristol or maybe even London. So in the winter, it's pretty quiet. It's a pretty dead town, but in summer, it's heaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, full of tourists, full of day travellers coming to the beach, etc. We also have some really unique festivals.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. So we have an Elvis festival. I'm serious. We have an Elvis festival every spring, and it draws in, I say, 1,000 Elvis impersonators from the UK, and it is huge.
Really?
I mean, for my little town, like 1,000 Elvises come.
So have you done this? Have you dressed up as Elvis?
The locals don't really do it. It's for some reason. No one really knows why. The Elvis never visited my town, but all these tourists come every once a year to dress like Elvis and act like Elvis and just drink beer on the beach.
And is there some kind of competition? Like who looks the most like Elvis?
Yeah.
Or?
So of course the local pubs and hotels have taken advantage of this opportunity. So they have events like who's the most like Elvis, who can sing the most like Elvis.
Of course. Yeah.
It's strange, but it's really good for my town. It brings in a lot of money. Yeah.
I wonder with your hometown, because we're both from the coast.
Yes.
Do you have any food that's particularly famous in your town?
Honestly, no.
No,
not really. No.
Not fish and chips.
We do eat fish, yeah. So of course, fish and chips. We have loads of local fish and chips restaurants, but I wouldn't say that's particularly famous just for my town. Do you have something?
Well, we don't have something particularly famous from Broadstairs, but that whole region is quite famous for jellied eels.
Oh wow! I didn't think we ate that in the UK.
Yes, it's truly as bad as it sounds. You've got, and I've not tried it, but my uncle loved it. He was a big fan of it, and it's chopped up eels in jelly.
Oh wow!
and I can't say much more than that because I haven't tried
Yeah.
it. But it's apparently very nice from where I come from.
Actually, that did remind me of something. We do have a thing called lava bread.
I think I've heard.
So
of
it's
this.
basically seaweed. It's seaweed that's been ground up and mushed up, and it comes on a plate in almost like a little soup, but like a thick soup. So I don't know why we call it bread. It's nothing like bread at all. But that's a very Welsh thing.
And have you tried it?
Yeah, sure. It's fine. It tastes like seaweed, so not
Yeah.
that great, but it's
I
fine.
didn't know we ate seaweed in the UK.
I didn't know we ate eel.
Yeah,
in the
well, there you
UK.
go. We're learning stuff about each other.
Yeah.
So, let's move on to what we did then.
Okay.
Before we came to Korea. So, how old were you when you came to Korea?
I think I had just turned 21.
Same as me.
Right.
Yeah, exactly the same. I think I was 21 when I came here.
Yeah.
So, what did you do?
Before Korea?
Yeah, before coming to Korea.
Not much. I was a uni student, so I was in Cardiff University studying history. I came right out of university, so I can't say I had a full-time job. I had plenty of part-time jobs. So I worked at a pub at the Millennium Stadium, which is a big stadium in Cardiff.
Yes.
I was a gardener in Wales too,
Oh,
mowing
wonderful.
lawns, chopping down trees.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a full-time job, so I was basically a student. I came to Korea as a fresh-faced post-grad,
Yes.
and happened to love it here.
Great. Yes.
And similar story for you?
Not really. Actually, not at all. I had a very... I did many things before I came here. But I think the main thing I did was I was a golf teacher.
Yeah.
So from the age of kind of 14, I started playing golf and took it very seriously and got down to a level that was required to become a teacher. And at 19 years old, I started training and started teaching people how to play golf. I played in North Foreland, if anyone knows that. North Foreland Golf Course. Again,
no idea.
You can Google it if you want. I taught some golf and I played tournaments, and I did that for 3 years as a job, and it was wonderful. You can imagine, a lot of fresh air and time outside exercising and perhaps a few beers after golf as well, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. That took up all of my time before coming here.
I mean, that sounds like a dream job. So
Yes.
how did you end up in Korea?
Yes. So good question. It was a fantastic job, but it doesn't pay very well.
Okay.
Unless you are teaching so much or you're winning so many competitions, so it doesn't pay very well. And I think I just felt like I wanted to see the world. So actually, before I came to Korea, I went to Australia.
Oh, okay.
And I spent a year in Australia traveling around and working bar jobs and farmer. I was a tree farmer. So I had some wonderful experiences in Australia for a year, and then I came to Korea. So that's how I kind of went around the world. I went to some other places, Thailand, Singapore, and then ended up in Korea.
That sounds like one cool trip.
Yes. How about for you? Did you come directly to Korea, or did you go anywhere in between?
I came directly to Korea from university. So like I said, I graduated in June, I think, maybe July, and then I was here by September. So it happened so fast. I didn't plan to come to Korea.
Right.
It was just, I saw an opportunity, I applied, and I got a job within a week, and then within a month or two, I was here.
Wow.
I didn't even have time to Google or search anything really important, so I came here knowing nothing.
And it must have been a culture shock.
Oh, yeah, in a way, yes, totally. Yeah,
Was it difficult?
So luckily I lived with someone. So I got put into an apartment with a Korean guy who was roughly my age. So he showed me the ropes, and he showed me how to order food, how to get to my job, how to basically how to live. And that was so helpful. And
Yes.
it wasn't long till I made some other foreign friends, and they also taught me a few things about Korea. So thinking back, the first week was challenging, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. And then after a month or two, I started to love living here. and I'm
It's-
still here. So I mean, that was
Yes.
for those who know our age, you can guess now. I was 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years. We've both been here 10
Yeah.
years, and so it must be something right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's talk about that now.
Yeah.
We've been in Korea for 10 years, both of us. And what are you doing nowadays?
Yeah. So nowadays I work at a university in Seoul. I teach English language teaching to prospective teachers, and we do teacher training programs to help the local public school Korean teachers become more accustomed to communicative teaching, which is more about speaking-based teaching.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I didn't always do this. I worked my way up. So I started off at a private academy, then moved to a public school where we had like 40 students in one class, and that was a good experience. After that, I did my master's degree, got other qualifications, and then landed a job at this university. And I've been here for just over 4 years.
And
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about, because of course you have English Like a Pro.
Yes, right, yeah.
So what is that? What is that project?
Yeah, that's a new thing for me. I started in January this year, so it's been 7 months in the works. Basically, I've decided that I can reach and teach thousands, potentially millions of students online. I think that's something this new internet age has enabled. So I'm excited just to help as many people as possible.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know your job currently is a bit different to mine. So do you
Yes, yeah. So you may be familiar with Gangnam after Gangnam Style. I think we all kind of know that now. So I have my business in Gangnam. So I run Jack's English, which is a small academy in Gangnam, and I teach adults same kind of things, sort of communication English, speaking particularly, a little bit of writing. And yeah, I love running my business here in Seoul. And same as you, and around about the same time, kind of this year, I've started to branch out on the internet with videos and lessons that are available online and at the website, and trying to reach more people.
Yes, exactly.
And it's as you said, things are changing. The internet's giving us this incredible tool to reach so many people.
Yeah.
Instagram is fantastic. You're finding the same, aren't you? You're reaching so many people through Instagram.
Yeah, and it's just the sheer quantity is mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like you can reach. I do a lesson on Instagram, and within a day, they have 10,000 people watch my video and hopefully learn something new about the English language. So that's really, it's a scary thought.
Yeah.
That people are watching me. 10,000 people are watching me, but also it's really amazing and quite a nice feeling to be able to help so many people. And
it's made me much more self-critical because we're reaching all these different people.
Yeah.
And suddenly I think, is it okay? How do I look? Is my hair okay? So, yes, I'm having hair. That's one thing I've had is I have a lot more haircuts nowadays.
I don't. Although I got my haircut yesterday.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Still having mine once every 3 months.
Yes. So it has changed a lot of things, and it's wonderful, right? So we're doing the same kind of thing, and of course now we've got this new project going, which is the podcast, where we can get to know each other better, and hopefully the listeners can get to know us a bit better as well.
Exactly.
So I think that kind of wraps up.
That's a really good end point. I think.
Yes, I think so.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it kind of wraps up everything for today, and we've learned a bit more about work and your hometown, my hometown. I think we've got a lot of similarities between us. And we'll be back very soon with more.
So thank you all for watching or listening to this podcast. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and give us a like.
Yes, please.
And follow us. So I'm at Learn English Like a Pro on Instagram.
And I'm at Jack's English 1 on Instagram. And you can find us on YouTube, and you've probably seen us there anyway. So we'll be back very soon with more topics. So have a great week, and see you next week.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.